Here are the top 3 bands Eric Clapton carried disdain for, as well as disliked. Eric Clapton is widely recognized as one of the greatest guitarists in rock history, but there were a few bands he really didn't care for. Here are 3 of them. Starting with 1, Oasis. Oasis rose to fame in the 1990s with their brash, bold attitude and Britpop anthems, but their public behavior didn't sit well with Clapton. Known for his more reserved demeanor and respect for musical tradition, Clapton found the Gallagher brothers' confrontational style off-putting. In interviews, he criticized their arrogance and lack of humility, feeling they disrespected the artists who came before them. While he didn't focus heavily on critiquing their music, his disdain seemed rooted more in their attitude and behavior. Clapton felt younger bands like Oasis should have learned from the experiences of their predecessors, rather than repeating the same reckless mistakes. He once described their music as self-righteous and nauseating, preferring more thoughtful and experimental artists like Radiohead or Tricky. Clapton viewed them as arrogant young men who were highly disrespectful. At number 2 is Led Zeppelin. Despite Led Zeppelin being hailed as one of the defining rock bands of the 1970s, Clapton was not impressed. He once remarked in an interview that while Zeppelin picked up where Cream left off, their musical direction didn't appeal to him. Clapton criticized them for being excessively loud without a clear musical purpose, noting that while Cream was also known for high volume, their foundation lay deeply rooted in blues and jazz. Clapton felt Led Zeppelin lacked that same musical grounding and instead veered into a style he couldn't connect with. He wasn't alone in his critique. Former Cream bandmates Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker also had negative views about Zeppelin, with Bruce even openly calling them overrated. Whether it was jealousy, competition, or genuine disagreement on musical style, Zeppelin was clearly not Clapton's cup of tea. Last at number 3 is the Yardbirds. Although Clapton didn't hate the Yardbirds outright, his time with the band was marked by creative disagreements. He joined them in 1963 when their sound was focused heavily on blues. However, as they began shifting toward a more commercial, pop rock sound, Clapton became disillusioned. As a blues purist, he felt the group was moving away from the authenticity he valued. His decision to leave in 1965 was more about artistic integrity than personal conflict. It wasn't animosity that drove him out. It was a desire to stay true to the roots of the music he loved. Was Clapton right? Let us know.